time for Exact Notes. It's just Exact Notes. Music rocks. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Rolling Along. This is song number 2 in the Essential Elements for Guitar course. Make sure you're in tune. Always make sure you're in tune. You guys remember the C chord from yesterday, which is the pointer finger starting right here on fret number, hold on, I gotta change my desk, starting on fret number 1, pointer finger behind the second string, right there. Push it down, don't touch the other strings, remember use the point of the finger, and give all 3 a strum. Now we call these bottom strings the top strings. They're closer to the ground, and so it seems like they would be the bottom, right? Not the case. In the guitar world, they make a higher pitch, and when something has a higher pitch, we say that it's higher. So, play the top 3 strings, and we would also number them, strings 1, 2, and 3. More precise to call them by their names, which would be high E, B, and G. Don't even worry about trying to memorize that, because we're going to do it so much that you're going to know it. Okay, so let's take a look at number 2 in the book, called Rolling Along. You guys remember the slash marks from last time? Starting on the C chord, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Prepare the C chord and try to play along. We're going to go 1, 2, ready, go. C, 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 C. And then it switches to G7, which is going to move your pointer finger over to the first string. Right here, you go, boom, right behind the first fret, not on top of it. Just behind it, and very close to the nail. We want to have the nail so it's almost touching the fingerboard. G7, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to go back to 4 of the C chord, 4 of the G7 chord, and then 1 C. Remember how we ended a perfect pair last time in song number 1 with the C chord because it sounded better? This song does the same thing. Here you go, 4 C chords. 4 of the G7 chords, I just moved my pointer finger over. And then 1 of the C chord to end. And I think it sounds better sometimes if I arpeggiate the strings. What that means is that I'm going to go over each string one time, slowly, like that, instead of quickly so it sounds like one solid chord. That's a solid chord. And here is a broken chord. Or we could say it's arpeggiated, and that means that it's in the style of the harp. You can even hear the word harp in the beginning of arpeggiate. Arpeggiate? Got it? In the style of the harp? Cool, huh? Actually, the word guitar comes from the ancient Greek word kithara, which the Spanish turned into guitarra, but the word kithara in Greek means harp. It was their version of a harp, and you can kind of see it's kind of like a harp. It's the etymology, which means the place that the word came from. Okay, let's try all of number 2. Starting with 1, 2, 3, 4 C's, G7, 2, 3, 4. You got it. Let's start from the beginning. 1, 2, ready, go. C, 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 G7, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. G7, 2, 3, 4, and C. I did it a little slower because I was arpeggiating. Now, if you got that, you can try it a little faster. Here's a practice tip. Take it slow so you can do it well, but when you're ready, try going a little faster so it sounds more interesting. And don't forget to review song number 1, A Perfect Pair, because if you don't ever review, you'll forget. And that would be cool. Make sure you're posting your comments, and when you're done, feel free to go on to the next one. And good job for today.